Absolutely. How does the running is a big piece of my recovery. It's not something I depend on for my recovery. When I say recovery, I mean recovery from alcohol and drug abuse, or addiction rather. Running can't be the answer to my recovery, because I'm going to get injured. I'm going to get hurt. The running might not always be there, but it is good therapy. And I find that at these races of ultra long distances, there are many people like me there. So I have many friends in recovery. I have many friends in long running. And then if you want to think of the Venn diagram, I have some really great friends of that place where those two things intersect. And there are tons of people where those two things intersect. It seems as if we talked about the question, what's wrong with you, that you would run 100 miles. I find that there is a lot of people who deal with mental illness, with addiction, eating disorder, those kind of things, drawn to that long running game. Running at the Zumbro 100 for about 24 hours, and it was maybe 35 degrees and this horrible wrapping from that race. What do they call it when you have you can't stop shaking?
Hypothermia?
Hypothermia, thank you, is the word. I was pretty blue and my arms were just shaking, and I kind of associate real miserable times with the weather, heat, extreme heat maybe, or that kind of cold, or elevation in the Bighorn Mountains. When I got too high of an elevation, I just kept throwing up and couldn't stop. It's funny because you usually don't get good ideas when you're running 100-mile races. But when I was running the race in 2014, and I was just, as you're running, you talk to people, of course, other people running it. And I'm talking to a guy who, the week before, he was working with natives in the Amazon, or somebody else who's running it because of a dead friend or whatever. And I just thought, everybody running this thing is a novel and just something I like to do. I like to photograph, I like to write things down. And so I said, I need to tell some of these stories. And the important thing I could do was get the race director's cooperation. He's a good friend of mine, but in fact, I said, I need to talk to you about a book idea.